ahead. Okay po. So, good morning everyone, especially to our dear taxpayers. So, my discussion for today would be all about dun sa tax compliance verification po ng compliance section. Lang po, ay maglipat. So the basic tax compliance, so compliance section monitors the compliance of taxpayers through tax verification drive. And pangalawa po, through verification slip. So since ito pong TCBD, ito po kasi yung actual po namin na pag-visit sa mga premises ng business to update, to check, and to monitor po yung mga tax requirements. So just to show lang kung ano po yung niya, aim and yung meaning po niya. So the tax compliance verification drive or the tax mapping operation is the Bureau's effort to expand its tax base, enhance tax compliance, and consequently boost its tax collection efforts according to RMO 9-2006. Yung aim po nito is to establish cordial relationship with taxpayer by giving assistance through tax information drive and verification of taxpayers' compliance requirements during the actual visitation of taxpayers' establishment and its branches. So dito po kailangan nating tandaan yung acronym po na BIR, which means that B stands for bookkeeping, I stands for invoicing requirements, and R stands for registration requirements. So unahin ko po muna yung registration since ito po yung unang process. So registration requirements, the COR or the Certificate of Registration, Annual Registration Fee or the Proof of Payment, BIR Form 0605, and the Ask for Receipt or the Notice to the Public. Ayan po yung mga kailangan display. Yung ang kailangan na i-display. So the original copies, yun. Yung original copy po yung kailangan po nating i-display according to Section 236 of the NRIs. So yun nga po, wait lang. Explain ko lang din yung ayan. Proceed tayo pala dun sa invoicing requirements. So ayan, invoicing requirements, presentation of valid invoices, or the official receipt, kung official receipt po yung gamit, during the tax mapping operation upon request of a revenue officer. So yung validity po kasi nitong mga invoices, since sinabi na po kanina, or yung mga official receipt is 5 years. So according to Section 113 of the NRIC. Ayan. The third one, yung B. Bookkeeping requirements. So during the conduct of TCBD, the revenue officer would request that the books of accounts be presented to him or her. So compliance that are to be checked, una po is yung the books of accounts should be registered. Books of accounts should be updated. The books of accounts should be in the place of the business. So take note lang natin na kapag yun pong books of accounts is nasa possession po ng accountant tsaka po ng bookkeeper. So it will constitute a violation. So dito sa bookkeeping requirement, kailangan natin yung tandaan yung acronym na RUP. RUP stands for una, it must be registered. So dapat po may tatak, huwag po natin nahayaan na maubos po yung libro. So meaning kapag napansin natin na at least 5 na lang yung pages, agad po tayong mag-renew po ng book. So yung U stands for updated, meaning dapat updated po yung mga nakasulat doon po sa libro. Meaning dapat everyday po tayo nag-e-entry ng sales or ng mga purchases or kung ano po yung mga entry na kailangan po natin na ilagay. And huli, yung P, RUP. It must be at the place of business. So yun nga po, wala dapat sa bookkeeper, wala sa accountant. Next po is yung ikalawang kung paano po kami nagbe-verify. So through yung verification slip. Ito po yung document na ginagamit to monitor the compliance of taxpayers on all 4 sections of this district. So una, collection section. Pangalawa po yung assessment section. Pangatlo, client support section. And yung pang-apat is yung compliance section. So ano po ba yung bakit po ba nag-fill up tayo ng verification slip? So it's either ito po yung mga reason. Nag-a-apply po tayo ng una, ng tax clearance. Pangalawa po yung business closure. Sunod po, authority to print. Pang-apat, authority to use the loose slip. And sunod po is yung replacement or update po ng COR. And then sunod po is yung kung halimbawa may mga additional po na tax type tayo na gustong idagdag or ibawas. So, ganun. Sunod is pag mag-a-apply po tayo as voluntary po yung EFES. And then next po is pag magre-renew tayo ng books. Ayan. And then, yung application po ng paggamit ng POS or ng CRM. And then, yung huli, kung halimbawa, kailangan natin magpa-change ng address or magpa-transfer po ng RDO. So, dito pa sa verification slip, nasa taas po yung mga purpose. So, lalagyan lang natin po ng checkmark kung ano po yung purpose po natin kung bakit po tayo nagpapa-verify. So, ayan. Ano po ba yung mga bine-verify namin within, that verification slip? So ito, una, yung pong mga open cases, forwarded and AR cases na na-generate. Pangalawa, yung pong mga unpaid registration fees. Pangatlo, yung SLSP or yung summary list of sales and purchases. And pang-apat, yung mga unpaid penalties through the TCVD. So isa-isahin natin kung ano po ba yung mga yon. So una po, yung mga open cases. So these open cases is a system-generated cases pertaining to probable non-filing of tax returns or non-payment of tax dues. So ito po kasi, meaning halimbawa, nagkaroon po ng problema na nagkaroon po tayo ng open case to kung na-verify po yan ng revenue officer. Then halimbawa, nagpa-file naman po tayo lagi, nagbabayad po tayo palagi if ever may payment yung return na yon. So, ang mahalaga po kasi dito, tinatago po natin yung mga form, yung mga return after po nating ma-file through EBIR, kung EBIR online po tayo or kung EFES po tayo. So, kahit hindi na natin, i-save na lang natin. So, ang mahalaga kasi, nakatago po yung mga return na yon, may file po tayo, yung email confirmation. Kung baga halimbawa nagkaroon po ng problema, meron po tayong ma-depend by submission po ng mga requirement, yung mga return na yon at email confirmation. So ipa-payment, itabi din natin yung yung resibo or yung deposit slip. Kasi karaniwan po, mga kumbaga sinasabi nila, okay naman, nagpa-file naman ako lagi. So, yung nagiging problema po kasi minsan is yung migration po nung system. Kumbaga, kung halimbawa, yung EBIR, hindi agad siya nagmamigrate through the dun sa system po ng BIR. And pangalawa po, kung halimbawa, suspended po yung payment. So, kapag out of district or minsan mali po yung return period. So, ando naman na kapag nag-submit sila dito, kung mali yung return period, i-correct na lang po namin. So, ganun po yun. Yun po yung open cases. Pangalawa, yung mga forwarded cases, ito yung mga open cases from previous RDO not complied or settled by the taxpayer. So kung halimbawa po kasi yung isang taxpayer galing po siya sa ibang district. So from other RDO to 53B, kung hindi po nila na-settle yung mga yung mga kailangan nilang bayaran to sa previous RTO. So kapag nag-transfer po sila dito, tapos may naiwan pa doon, so meaning unsettled po yung mga yon, kumbaga kailangan lang nilang isubmit po dito yung pong mga forwarded cases na yon para po ma-close. So ayun. So kailangan din syempre, yung sinabi ko nga kanina, kailangan i-keep po natin, magkaroon po tayo ng filing ng lahat po ng return email confirmation. Kumbaga pag nagka-problema po, may isasubmit po tayo. And lastly po, yung AR cases. So these AR cases are system-generated cases pertaining to probable tax deficiencies involving certain tax type. The usual causes of these cases are unsupported tax credits used by the taxpayer. So dito po, ito yung mga probable deficiencies. So for example, on income tax or VAT. So halimbawa nagpag-verify po sila then lumabas na may AR cases. So ito po yung mga yung mga kumbaga hindi po na-capture yung system yung mga credit payment. So yun po, kailangan nilang isubmit yung mga income tax return from first quarter to fourth quarter within that particular year para po maklose. The same with 2307 or yung pong certificate of creditable tax withheld. So para maklose po yun. And last, yung isa po na bine-verify namin is yung unpaid registration fee. So this annual registration fee amounting to 500 pesos for every separate or distinct establishment or place of business, including facility type.
Nawawala ka po.
Hello. Hello po. Nawawala po yung boses tsaka yung slide ba, sir? Hello.
Okay na.
Okay na po. Okay po. Thank you. So, ayan po. Yung sunod po namin na ibine-verify is yung unpaid registration fee. So, ito po, yung annual registration fee amounting to 500 pesos for every separate or distinct establishment or place of business including facility types where sales transactions occur shall be paid upon registration and every year thereafter or before the last day. Minsan po kasi dito sa unpaid registration fee, minsan nako-consider siya na unpaid. Kumbaga, hindi naman totally unpaid. Kumbaga, na-verify namin na wala po dun sa system kasi yun nga po, nagkakaroon po minsan ng problema dun sa pag-encode din po dun sa bangko. So, imbes na registration fee po or RF po yung tax type po niya or yung tax type, nagiging accrued penalties minsan or MC, which is minsan na-overlook dito wherein kapag kagan po yung nangyari, submit lang po nila yung return para lang po makorek kung ano pong klase po ng firm type yan. Tax type rather, sorry. Ayan. And then yung ikatlo po namin na bine-verify is yung SLSP or yung summary list po ng sales and purchases. So all VAT-registered taxpayers are required to file quarterly summary list of sales and purchases. So the deadline of submission of SLSP is on the 25th day of the following month of the subject quarter for manual tax return filer or the 30th day of the following month of the subject quarter for ES filers. So for quarters having no transactions filed quarterly, VAT return reflecting zero total sales and total purchases will suffice. Ayan. So dito po sa since ang tinutukoy lang naman po dito is yung mga VAT registered. So, di ba po, pag VAT registered po yung entity, kailangan nagwa-VAT relief. So, yung mga ini-input po kasi doon, kailangan i-download po natin or yung that file po kasi yung mahalaga doon. Kasi kapag once po nag-input tayo ng mga sales and purchases, kailangan po nating i-download yung that file. Yun po yung kailangan natin i-submit sa EBIR submission. And before po natin i-submit, kailangan validated po yon. Kumbaga, meron po kasing pagpipilian dun sa nun sa alpha list na i-validate po muna natin yon. So kumbaga para maiwasan po yung mga invalid attachments saka yung mga errors na maaari pong ma-encounter. So yun po yun. Lastly po yung bine-verify namin is yung TCVD. So ito po yung pending penalties for collection. So halimbawa, nung nag-tax map kami na na nagkaroon po kami ng observation na meron po kayong penalty. So yung mga unsettled po nun, kapag hindi pa po kayo nagbayad, so yun po, kailangan bayaran po muna nila. So yun lang po, salamat po. That ends my presentation.